Nobody indeed. What is good? Welcome into Driving the Line. My name is Alan Bell. We got a fantastic show lined up for you today. Japan, a special guest, my boy. How we doing, bro? You doing all right?
Doing good. We got UFC, we got UFL, we got college basketball, college baseball. I mean, full slate of games. Golf's going on. I mean, everything's going on right now.
Dude, it's fantastic, man. It really is. I'll tell you what, we're going to jump right into your picks, then we'll jump into the show because I know that you've got stuff that you got to do. So let me throw it right on the screen, big dog. What you got?
All right, we'll start it over. Going to the UFL, the first game in today with the Defenders and the Battlehawks. I'm going under 44.5 here, and that's just because there's no preseason. Most of these are first-time players in the spring league. Everyone's filling each other out. I mean, they've only had 4 weeks to practice with each other, so we're going to go under 44.5 there. Then we're going to take it over to tennis with Sabalenka on the money line, and then Arizona in college basketball. We're going to have that pair for minus 116. And then in the UFC tonight, I'm just going to play it simple right now with Macy Barber by decision at plus 100. And that's all I got for right now. And then I will be posting more UFC plays in the Discord. So get in there and let's get some more plays in.
Let's do it, man. Hey, great job, bro. You did good, man. All right. Any final thoughts? I'll let you go. I know you got a big day today. It's gonna be a good day, man. Yeah, go ahead.
That's all I got. And I'll have another UFL play for tomorrow, Sunday, for Sunday night UFL.
Nice, man. We look forward to it, bro. All right, Japan. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for jumping on, dude.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Love it, man. Japan, good to see you. Good to see everybody. How are we doing today? Let's jump into it. How is your Saturday going? Jared said, good morning, AB and crew. Good morning, big dog. Good to see you, man. Matty Boy said, morning, gang. Good morning, man. Slick Rick. I love it. Japan said, let's go. Japan, you did a great job, buddy. I'm proud of you. All right, let's jump into the show. Everyone, it is great to see you. Edwin, good morning, crew. Good morning, big dog. Great to see you, man. All right, let's jump into it. What did we have yesterday? We went 3-4. So we lose one unit yesterday. Iowa State, tough one there. Tennessee gets the dub. Virginia, they won in baseball. Or I'm sorry, they lost in baseball the first time on a Friday there. Duke got the win, but yeah, obviously that didn't matter. UCLA, Mississippi State, we get that win. Wake Forest, that game gets canceled. Georgia Tech got the dub, so you get half a parlay there. Arkansas lost to Florida. Yankees and the Giants, that was 3-0. The Braves team total over 3.5. So kind of a slaw day. Definitely looking to do better than that. So yeah, let's get after it, man. But it was all right. We had a lot going on. What do you have yesterday? All right. College basketball, Duke takes out St. John's 80-75. Michigan takes down Alabama 90-77. UConn 67-63 win over Michigan State, and then Tennessee the upset win over Iowa State 76-62. So that's what we had in sports yesterday. Rick, I'm sorry, not Rick. Todd asked a great question. Does anyone know if Caesars voided that Wake Forest leg? Great question. Every book is going to treat it differently. So some of them are going to void that leg and give you like the Georgia Tech win at what, minus 290 or something like that. Yeah, others, I've seen some books that will just cancel the parlay. You know what I mean? So yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what Caesars is going to do, but yeah. Rich, Iowa State killed me. I've been betting against Tennessee every round. Going to do it tomorrow. Hey, look, I'm doing the same thing. And the funny thing is, this is every Tennessee fan is texting me saying, bro, just keep betting against us. I know. It was wild, man. All right. Yeah, let's jump into it here. We've got a ton to get to today. I don't want to waste any of your time. Let's go. Okay, let's jump into it here. All right, now, I've got some looks that I want to take at basketball, but I want to put together Illinois and Arizona to just win their games. All right, now, Iowa, we're going to talk about all these games. Iowa plus 7.5, I absolutely love it. All right, but I didn't want to put 2-3 bets on the same game and have everyone, just so completely leveraged. Yeah, Cyclone said, take it to Michigan AB. Let the 3-ball fly over them. Hey, man, good game last night, buddy. Tough that Iowa State lost. I hate it, man. I hate it, but I appreciate that. So, yeah, we're going to see. We're going to talk about all of those. All right, so, okay. Illinois, Arizona, I want to put those two together, minus 120. All right? We'll talk about it in a second. Now, baseball, college baseball. We've got a lot of looks today, too. Okay, so these are the picks, but trust me, we're going to go through all of these games, and we have totals. All right, but tough weekend so far. All right, I want to go UCLA money line, Georgia Tech money line, minus 120. Okay, next, Texas money line, Mississippi State money line, plus 115. And then Phillies team total over 3.5 at plus 100, taking on the Rangers today. We'll talk about all these. Don't worry. But these are the picks that I want to lock in. All right. Now, there are other ways that we could go about a lot of these games. And we have totals today, too, so, in baseball and Major League Baseball as well. So these are the four that I want to start with. Now, in AB3, college baseball, if you want to get down today, Wake Forest, money line. USC money line, and then Vanderbilt, Tennessee money line. Put those three together, plus 211. If anybody watched that Tennessee Vanderbilt game last night, Vanderbilt won in extra innings 3-2. Had a walk-off at the bottom of the 10th. That series is going to be exactly that all weekend long. All right, so if you want to get down on a parlay today, a little something in college baseball, and we'll talk about all these if we want to put together some other ones too. But plus 211 here, Wake Forest money line, USC money line, and Vanderbilt money line. All right. Okay, now let's update the Japan said, I want the AB3 graphic back, please and thank you. All right, we could do that. Tony, AB, did you make it to the game? No, I didn't make it. Hold on, let me plug in the charger. No, I didn't make it to that one nor my nephew's game. It started raining, and then I thought it was going to get postponed. It was all over the place. No. I ended up in the draft, though. We got our DTL fantasy draft, so we got that. I'm going to try to slide over to Tennessee and Vanderbilt today. All right, our brackets. D-Han, look at this with the lead. 770. Joel looking good at 760. Cyclone, third place at 740. Saddle Up Stallions, fourth place, 730. And we got a tie for fifth, seventh. You see it here. AT Phenomenal. A. Watkins, Celtic, good to see you. I'm in there. Capper Taylor, good to see you. Rob Whaley, good to see you. Jesse Jackson, good to see you. Man, let's get it. All right, so big one today in March Madness. We're going to see how these brackets continue to go. Kirk, how was the MLB draft, AB? It was great. Man, our league's all set up. Everything is good to go. I love it. We'll share the rosters out on the show this week. All right, let's jump into college basketball here. Let me get the banner up. Let's go. All right. So pay attention to your times here. We have two games tonight in basketball. The Elite Eight. Iowa and Illinois, Purdue and Arizona. All right. Now, first, we're on Illinois and Arizona to win the games, parlay together, minus 120. I'm not going to overthink it. I know. Anybody that's new is probably looking at this like, bro, you should marry two-leg parlays. What are you doing? I know, but it's tough, man. These spreads are very, very, very tough. Joey said, sorry, AB, but the lobster boat is a heavy favorite over the Rake City weeks 1 and 2. I got Joey this week. Oh, no, I'm already the underdog. That's not good. Okay, so that's where we're starting with just, I think Illinois wins this game. I think Arizona wins this game. Now let's go from there. Illinois, 7.5-point favorites, total of 137.5. Okay. First off, shout out to Mel's, Iowa. I love it. Melanie, hope you're doing well. All right. Tina, Illinois. Hope you're doing well. Here we go. This is going to be a heck of a game. 137.5. Yeah. Lambo said, I still can't believe we're talking about this Iowa team in an Elite Eight game. It's crazy, right? They just keep showing up, man. This team is just about it right now. So look, I like Iowa plus 7.5, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be a tight game. Now, again, I bet on Illinois to win the game, but I don't know, man. 7.5 movement. Hey, good to see you. Over on both. You feel it? All right, 137.5. What do we need to get there? 70 to 68. Oh, man, 70 to 68. That's doable right there. Okay. All right. So that's game one. So that is at 6:09 Eastern, 5:09 Central. Man, that's in Houston. Oh, man. All those Houston fans. Oh, tickets opened up. All right. Game number two, 8:49 Eastern, 7:49 Central. 2 seed Purdue, 1 seed Arizona. Boy, this is going to be a game right here. Now, Arizona's looking like they might want to win a national championship. This team is on fire right now. But Purdue's playing great ball too. And you know Purdue is going to try, well, I mean, not necessarily, I mean, slow the thing down, right? But it's going to be a tournament game right here. Total of, all right, Arizona's a 6.5-point favorite, total of 153.5. Let me pull this up full screen. So what do you do here? All right, what do we have to get on that over? 80 to 74. Scrappy, you going Purdue? Scrappy, good to see you, man. Yeah, I mean, look, Purdue is playing the perfect cover ball right now. What do I mean by that? Arizona wins by 4. Yeah, I mean, this one's difficult. Movement. Both teams score 70 on Purdue. Oh, I like that. Is that what the number is? I really like that. Over 146. Winslow. Morning, y'all. Good morning, Winslow. Good to see you, buddy. Slick Rick, Arizona, bear down. Yeah, I mean, I'm in on Arizona. I don't hate the spread. I mean, Purdue's playing good, but Purdue can get beat. Yeah. We go bear down for the kid. Let's go. So, yeah, man, like I'm feeling Arizona here. Look, Purdue's playing good, but Arizona is going to try to just continuously flood Purdue with points, right? Force Purdue. You're gonna have to have a high percentage shooting, and you're gonna have to stay out of foul trouble. Zona's definitely gonna try to get them boys in foul trouble, but Purdue's gonna try to do the same thing. I think you're gonna get a game where both these teams are at the free throw line a ton today, a ton. Now it's gonna matter how the refs are, blowing the whistle, right? They letting them play, letting them not. But regardless, I think this thing is going to be physical, very physical. Not that Iowa and Illinois isn't, but yeah, they can get beat this in a high scoring game. Exactly. They do not want that. Purdue does not want to be going 105, 101. You know what I'm saying? But they might not have a choice in that. So I would definitely expect in Arizona too that there'll be times where they'll definitely burn. Yeah, they'll burn clock. Yeah, Rick, Purdue will slow this game down. Arizona very good defensively. Absolutely, man. Like that's what scares me is that this game is going to be a tournament game. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jared, Julius Randle over 6.5 rebounds, covered in 14 of the last 19 in both games against the Pistons. Stewart, Thompson, Duran, Harris are all questionable with Cade Cunningham still out. That is their top 5 rebounders. Great look, brother. Julius Randle over 6.5 rebounds. Appreciate you. I love it, man. Jared, it's great to see you, bro. Yeah, so I really do think this game, they're going to live at the free throw line. And ooh, I don't know what to do with that total. That total scares me. But again, I like Arizona to win the game. I like Illinois to win the game. Beyond that, Kevin, good to see you. Anybody having trouble finding Wake Forest for the AB3? MGM doesn't have Wake. So that's another difficult thing. Every that's what's also difficult about college baseball is that we don't get every game, and every book is different of what they offer. I know. So like you're probably looking at your book like I don't have half of these games of what AB is showing. Yeah. And you could show yours, right, at your like book that you use, and I wouldn't have half of them. So yeah. College baseball. It's like it's like being in an abusive relationship, isn't it? We're just trying to go to work, come home, we're getting yelled at. All right. So, anyways, all right. That's basketball, man. So Arizona and Iowa, or I'm sorry, Arizona and Illinois, I like to win the game. Cover perspective, I like Iowa to cover. I kind of dig Arizona, but mm. Joey, got to use DraftKings for college baseball. Big respect to DraftKings. They're showing out, man. They're doing a great job. Yeah. All right. So that's what we have now. Let's take a look real quick at tomorrow. All right. Tennessee and Michigan. Michigan, 7.5-point Cyclone. That's going on a t-shirt, right? It needs to. You know what? I'm going to do that today. All right. I'm going to reset the entire drivingtheline.com. We need some fresh merch. We need some fresh stuff. I agree. Yes. All right. I'm going to watch some basketball and some baseball, do some drawing. All right. So this is Sunday. All right. Elite Eight on Sunday. Tennessee and Michigan. Michigan, a 7.5-point favorite, total of 146.5. And then we have UConn and Duke. Duke, a 5.5-point favorite, total of 134.5. We'll break down these games in full tomorrow, but just jumping into it, just a quick look. Again, man, like Michael. Yo. Good morning. Good morning, Big Mike. What's up, baby? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing great, bro. Okay. So look, I'm telling you, I'm not doing the emotional hedge on Tennessee, but it just keeps happening. So Michigan minus 7.5 is going to be the bet tomorrow. I'm just telling you. But no, man, look, a total of 146.5. Again, this Michigan team is better than Tennessee. They are. Iowa State was better than Tennessee, but Tennessee team is they don't give up, man, and they can move the ball, and when they're shooting, it's tough to mess with them because they can play defense pretty good too. Not great, but pretty good. Rick Barnes, a heck of a coach. The problem there is that Michigan can just score and score and score. Tennessee's going to get in foul trouble. Michigan's going to get to the free throw line. Now, at total of 146.5, what is that? 77 or what? 74, 73, let's just say. Michigan team total over. I don't know what that number is going to be. I'd take a look at that. I don't think Michigan's going to slow down at all. We'll talk about that one tomorrow. And then UConn and Duke. Duke minus 5.5, total of 134.5. 70, 65. Sorry, that's what I was trying to say. 70 to 65. I think 135. Yeah. That gets us there. Math. All right. Yeah. Who's going Duke? Now, here's the problem, too, is that the books are going to keep setting these Duke spreads at like 5.5 and 6.5. Duke's going to win by 5, or 4. Oh, Duke by 4. This game screams Duke by 4, doesn't it? Yeah. All right. So we'll talk about those. I just wanted to set it up for tomorrow. All right. College baseball. Let's go. Hey, also real quick. After each show, now that we have so many sports going on, we've got college basketball, college baseball, Major League Baseball, NBA, all that. After each show, when I go in to do post-production, I'll go in and add chapters on the show so that you can quickly jump to college basketball, college baseball, MLB. I mean, we know you want to watch the entire show, but no, I definitely want to make it easier. So if anybody has any other ideas or anything that can help out, let me know. The math isn't math. All right. North Carolina, Notre Dame. Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt leads that series 1-0. Duke at Florida State. Florida State leads the series 1-0. USC and Maryland. USC leads the series 1-0. Virginia, Boston College. Boston College leads the series 1-0. Great win for Boston College last night. South Carolina, Georgia. Georgia leads the series 1-0 there. Florida and Arkansas. Florida leads the series 1-0. Mississippi State, Ole Miss. What a game we had yesterday in that one. Mississippi State ended up winning 5-4 over Ole Miss. They lead the series 1-0. Southern Miss, Appalachian State. Southern Miss leads 1-0. Kentucky at LSU. Kentucky. Let me pull the banner down. Sorry. Kentucky leads the series 1-0. Indiana, Nebraska. Nebraska leads the series 1-0. UCLA. They got the win over Iowa. Coastal Carolina leads the series 1-0. North Carolina, Notre Dame playing a doubleheader today, making up for yesterday. Oklahoma and Texas. Texas leads the series 2-0. Texas A&M and Missouri. A&M's up. Mercer and Oregon State. Oregon and Santa Barbara. NC State, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech's up 1-0 that series. Auburn, Alabama. Alabama got the win over Auburn. West Virginia, Arizona State. Arizona State leads that series 1-0. All right, so that's where we're at college baseball. Let me get the banner back up here at the bottom. Let's go. Look at this. Doth my eyes deceive me? Lambo, you just said it. Remember we could bet team totals? Yeah, I know. Team totals hopefully are coming back. We've got totals. Look at this. Again, I don't say this facetiously. Shout out to DraftKings. They're out there putting in work. Got us totals. Love it, man. They're doing good. All right, so what do we have today? Duke, Florida State. Total of 11 here. Florida State minus 425 on the money line. Lynch, lots of chalk on over-under college baseball today. Weather is not in our favor as winds don't align today, in my opinion. You're exactly right. And we're going to see it in Major League Baseball, too, here in just a second. There's a lot of wind blowing sideways. 100%, Lynch. You're exactly right. You're going to see it. A lot of wind blowing left to right, right to left, depending on the stadium alignment. But you're right, not a ton of wind blowing out. All right, so let's see. Florida State's up 1-0 in that series, minus 425. I think Florida State is a solid play today. Money line as well. Again, you know that how we feel about Duke. We love them, but when Florida State's on, Florida State's on. So keep an eye there. South Carolina, Georgia. Georgia should pound on South Carolina. It's a little cold, though. That's what's tough is that, Lynch, not only was Lynch correct on the wind, but, it's like 40 degrees in Nashville right now. So it's not like that everywhere. I'm sure Matty Boy's like, yeah, bro, it's 7:37 in the morning here in Arizona, and it's 94. Jinxie, also going to ride Braves team total. They switch it to 4.5 like every year. Yes, and I tell you what, do it now because I went to bet the Braves team total over 3.5 today, and it went to 4.5 on the books that I have. So, Jinxie, me and you are spot on right there, dude. Yeah, and if anybody wants to play the Braves team total, grab the 3.5 while you can. It's going to go to 4.5. It already did on me. AB, what's good? How about them balls? Bro, how about you? You called that. Nice work, man. You smashed it, dude. Great job. Great job. All right. So Georgia minus 520 in the money. Again, it's not warm outside, but Georgia, top 5 hitting team in the country. Once they start teeing off on South Carolina, it should go. Florida and Arkansas. Florida got the win. We took the L in that one. Arkansas can't be trusted right now, man. And not that Florida can. But here's the deal, though. Florida had a tough weekend, and they're not looking great per se. They looked great last night, don't get me wrong. But they beat Florida State in the midweek, all right, and just went and beat Arkansas. So maybe Florida is turning this thing back around. Maybe they just had themselves just a little blip on the radar. So keep an eye there. But this is absolutely as risky as it gets, right? Because now you've got Arkansas down 1 in the series, looking to even it up today. If they lose today, they lose the series. And there's a lot of stress in that dugout, man. Total of 10.5. Can't do anything with that total because it could. There's possibility of a goose egg. Another one. All right, SC in Maryland. Total of 11. SC minus 375 on the money line. SC dominated again yesterday. Maryland came back though, put up some runs, but again, SC just continues to do it. They're on the road. Be careful there. Again, the same thing that we said going into this. Maryland's going to steal one. You know what I mean? It just feels like they're going to steal one. But USC is as wagon as it gets. You know what I mean? So if you want to keep looking at SC, keep going. Pittsburgh and Louisville. Louisville minus 160. There's a lot of risk in this one. I don't mind Louisville, though, on the money line today. Could be a little cold, though, still. Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Look at this. All right. So we talked about this yesterday. Spot on in regards to this game. Now, not the over, though. Did not have that. But this is going to be a tight series. Here's the problem. So Tennessee last night changed up their rotation, and I think it worked. All right. They put Arvidsson to start and Tegan Coons, who's a first-round draft pick, starting number one pitcher, as his relief. And Tony Vitello used to do the same thing on Fridays, where he would have he'd have two guys ready to go. And even with Tennessee pitching very well, man, Vanderbilt kept finding a way. It wasn't beautiful, but that's what you're going to get in these series, right? They're just really tight games, and every single run matters. A lot of dudes got hit by pitches. Vanderbilt has been known to hit a few guys in regards to that. Weather for today, it's going to be the 50s. It's sunny. That's nice. So it's going to be beautiful outside. It's just going to be cold, man. So I don't know what to do with that total. Again, Tennessee has arms. Vanderbilt has some too. Tennessee's not hitting right now. Yeah, be careful on that one. But if I had to make a pick on this game, I would pick Vanderbilt, because the way that they walked it off last night, the excitement that they have, and they have to keep going, man, because they're 15-12 right now. Tennessee's 18-8, right? So Vanderbilt's got to stack a bunch of wins. These games absolutely flip and matter, and not that they don't Tennessee or anybody else, but just keep an eye on Vanderbilt, man. They might be a very streaky team. Virginia and Boston College. Boston College got the win at home in game one. Virginia, we talked about it, man. They had been dominating game ones of series. They had won every one of them coming into last night, and won every one of them by 2 runs or more. I'm scared of this one. I'm not sure what to do here. There are 2 ways to go about it. You could say, AB, they're going to lose a Friday game at some point. It's baseball. I don't really care. I'm coming right back to the well. And I don't disagree with that whatsoever at all. Michael, Kyle Schwarber, first at bat, homer, strikeout. If you know, you know. Let's go. Ice, good morning again. Good morning, big dog. Great to see you, man. It's great to see everybody. Hope you're doing great. Unreleased. Sorry. Brewers minus 1.5. I love this play. I swear I was almost on this exact same one against the Sox. Yes. Talk about this. I love this play right here. Brewers minus 1.5 on the run line. Yeah. That's a good look right there. Great to see you. Rick, will the Giants score a run today? My man, Tony Vitello, 2 games in and 0 runs for San Francisco. I know he is losing his mind right now. Oh, my goodness. All right, yeah. So if you want to say, hey, I'm not worried about last night, Virginia, I'm coming right back to the well. I think they're better than Boston College, minus 210. Let's go. I get it. I totally do. The problem is this. Boston College has been doing this for a few weeks now, right? Like, it is not brand new. So, trust me, I wanted to bet Virginia too. And every time I was sitting there like, I don't know, you know? I don't know if I could trust him. But we're not giving up on him. So if you want to just kind of keep an eye on that game today, do it. And it's also going to kind of show, hey, what kind of bounce back factor does Virginia have, right? So we're going to learn about them. All right, Baylor and Houston, minus 115 on both sides, total of 12. I don't have anything there. Good Texas baseball right there. UCLA and Iowa. UCLA minus 345 on the money line, total of 12.5. UCLA wagon. Anything else that we need to say? I mean, this team just continues to go, man. Mississippi State and Ole Miss. All right, so this game was awesome. Egg Bowl baseball, all right? Mississippi State took a lead, then Ole Miss took the lead, then Mississippi State takes the lead late, wins 5-4. Classic Mississippi baseball. We're going to get that all weekend. All right, so Mississippi State minus 166 on the money line, a total of 10. The score was 5-4 last night. Okay. A little cold again, but it's going to be sunny. It's going to be nice out there. And these two teams absolutely despise each other, and it's great. Oh, my goodness, man. Mississippi State definitely going to look to dominate on the mound. That's what they want to do. They want to keep Ole Miss's run totals down. If Mississippi State keeps Ole Miss at 4 runs or fewer, Mississippi State's going to win again today, right? Well, knock on wood. That's the mentality. See if you could do it. But again, we're on Mississippi State here. Going to continue to roll. Also, another one to pay attention to. We're talking about Virginia. Keep an eye on this one. If Mississippi State wins today, Sunday could be seriously dangerous, very dangerous. Same thing with UCLA and Iowa. If UCLA wins today, we might want to. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. If UCLA loses today, we're jumping right on UCLA. First bet tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So keep an eye on those. Obviously, college baseball, it's all about winning the weekend. Takes a few days to do it. So, Appalachian State, Southern Miss. Southern Miss gets the win. Minus 810. Boy, did they juice this one up. It was not minus 810 yesterday. Yeah. Kirk, AB, here's a baseball parlay. Braves team total over 3.5. USC money line. Picro Armstrong over 2.5 or over 2+ hits, runs, and RBIs, and Brewers money line plus 345. Let me star that. I like it. I have a feeling Picro Armstrong is going to come up in the conversation here a little bit. All right, so Southern Miss dominated. The books adjusted. Likely unplayable now. All right, Kentucky and LSU. Kentucky took game 1. What was it, 7-4? We got problems. We have problems in Baton Rouge. LSU, we're certainly not putting them on the ban list or anything, but can't trust them. Can't trust them with totals. Can't trust them with wins. It's tough. LSU's all over the board right now. Kentucky playing great baseball, man. And remember what we've been talking about with Kentucky too, right? That this is a great team at home. Like when the conditions are right, Kentucky's phenomenal team to bet on. They just went on the road. Took game 1. Kentucky might be getting even better. We're gonna have to keep circling Kentucky. This team, they've got something, man. They're pretty good. But keep an eye here. In terms of risk, my Lord. I mean, LSU, we say it all the time, though. You know, they're a caged animal, a tiger, so to say, but they haven't been they haven't been over it. Hawk, some of us have done our research on PCA today. Indiana, Nebraska. Nebraska minus 200 on the money line, total of 12.5 here. Out of anything, Nebraska, just look for consistent, solid Cornhusker baseball, man. Great uniform game, too. Great uniform game. Indiana's road unis, they're so nice, man. Those grays with the pinstripe, with the red outline of the state of Indiana. Sign me up, dude. I want one of those unis so bad. Those things are clean, man. Oklahoma State BYU launchpad game here. Look at this. Total of 14.5. Big total. Oklahoma State minus 160 on the money line. BYU, though, at home is always dangerous to steal one, man. And Oklahoma State, they're up and down. They're certainly not great. They're a good baseball team. BYU turned it around, though. I think they're about to get themselves to 500. They're pretty close. Kind of like the Clippers in the NBA. Oklahoma State minus 160 on the money line there. Texas Tech, TCU, total of 13. This total came down a little bit. Nothing for me here. TCU minus 154 on the money line. East Carolina, UTSA. UTSA minus 154 on the money line. Total of 12.5. Kansas, Cincinnati, total of 12. Cincinnati minus 175. I don't have a play on this game. 12 makes sense. Flat 12. This probably ends up 7-5. Like, this feels like a market efficient game right there. All right, Jacksonville State, Louisiana Tech. Jack State minus 154 on the money line. Miami and Clemson. This is a must-win game for both teams here, man. Miami minus 125 on the money line. Clemson minus 105. Total of 12.5. It's the riskiest baseball game on the board. Absolute riskiest baseball game on the board. If it were me, I'm not betting on it. If it were me, I'm letting that thing get to 12, the total, and I'm hitting the over. I think both teams are going to go off today. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, Tony, you going under? Yeah, I can see it, man. I mean, look, the money's going that way. Okay. All right. Stanford, Virginia Tech, total of 13. Virginia Tech minus 154 on the money line. Virginia Tech might not be a bad play today. Michigan and Rutgers minus 140. Total 11 and a half, and it's juiced to the under, and I totally understand why. I would bet the under there. Purdue and Michigan State. Purdue minus 154 on the money line. Total of 10 and a half. Michigan State, not a good baseball team. This could be a tough game here. Weather. This might not be the most exciting game out there. Coastal Carolina and Marshall. Coastal continues to go, man. Look at these prices, too. It wasn't minus 720 yesterday. Total of 12 in that one. Coastal continues to roll. Cal, Wake Forest. All right. Wake Forest minus 315. So we have Wake in the parlay. We were playing Wake yesterday, and that game got postponed. So Wake Forest minus 315 on the money line, total 11 and a half. I'm not sure what you're going to get from Cal. And I quite frankly, I don't know if you're going to get a ton of runs from Wake Forest. I think it could be pretty low scoring. But if it's a low scoring affair, I'm right there with it with Wake Forest because that's exactly how they get down, right? So minus 315 on the money line, a little pricey, but it's definitely playable. Kansas State, Utah, launch pad 13 and a half. Kansas State minus 298. Hawk, weather might not be on our side in Wrigley today. Yeah, it's not great. It's not bad, though. South Florida and Charlotte, total of 10 and a half. Charlotte minus 145 on the money line. Good series there. Missouri State, Dallas Baptist minus 175. Another me there, 13 and a half. Texas A&M, Missouri. Texas A&M handles the business of game one, minus 375. Look, man, Texas A&M is a team that's pretty darn good, right? They're pretty darn good. They're going to go out and they're going to win way more games than they're going to lose. So they're a team that you could definitely bet on. But the problem is that they're going to drop randos, right? Just because they have flaws, man. And I don't say that negatively on them. I mean, look at LSU. Look at Tennessee, right? Keep going. There are a lot of pretty good teams that have some flaws this year, man. And A&M's one of them. But when their run production is up, man, they're a monster to deal with. Minus 375 in the money line. Keep an eye there. But again, Missouri's not bad. Just saw them against Tennessee. Oklahoma, Texas. All right, Texas is up 2-0 in this series. Total of 11. Texas minus 298 on the money line. Okay, so this sport is notorious. Team winning game one, dominate. Team winning game two, dominate. Blown out in game three, right? Sport is notorious for it. That said, though, Texas is a wagon, and it's Oklahoma, and it's an SEC game. No taking Sundays or taking Saturdays off, even though it's game three of the series. They started on Thursday, right? Got to go. I would expect Texas to go out and dominate. They've gone through Oklahoma in terms of relief pitching, bullpen, etc. Should be able to lean heavy on that today. So Texas team total, if you're looking at it, might not be a bad look. San Diego State, Grand Canyon. San Diego State minus 130 on the money line, total of 11.5, nothing there. Arizona, UCF, total of 10. UCF minus 238 on the money line there. Another risky game. Mercer and Oregon State. Oregon State minus 445 here on the money line. Joey, did you drafted Trout last night? Yeah, you did. Trout had a home run yesterday, too. All right, 10.5 here, Mercer and Oregon State. Oregon State. I like Oregon State, man. We got them. Well, we don't have them, but they could definitely be a parlay piece if you're putting like 2 or 3 together. Might look there. Oregon, UC Santa Barbara. Oregon minus 188 on the money line. Total of 10. This feels like 4-2. 4-2. I'm going to call my shot. All right, NC State, Georgia Tech. All right, Georgia Tech takes game one. Georgia Tech does what Georgia Tech does. This team is so deep. They can pitch, they can hit, and they know exactly who they are. Averaging 12 runs a game. Total of 13.5 here. Wouldn't be surprised to see runs. NC State can rake too. And they're definitely going to be looking to even the series up. But, yeah. Yeah, Hawk, Mercer played them tough last night. Yeah, Oregon State, they did. Yeah, Tony. Georgia Tech equals runs. Yes, they do. Georgia Tech takes hitting professionally, and I respect it. Yeah. Auburn, Alabama. All right, so Alabama takes game one there. Auburn minus 154 on the money line. Total of 11 and a half. Auburn absolutely going to be looking to do everything they can to even this series up. How does Auburn do that? Well, usually do it by pitching, man. They dominate there. What are they? Second best overall pitching staff in the country in terms of ERA. Yeah, I would look to it. Auburn trying to keep Bama down. The problem is that Alabama can hit, man. And once they start going, they go. This risky one here. Auburn's going to be digging today. Digging. Yeah, Michael, Georgia teams across the border are a different breed. They really are. I know. I don't know what y'all have in the water down there, bro. But look, my state borders yours. Let me come down there, drive right to Chattanooga, right at the line. Let me get some water, bro. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, Auburn's definitely going to be looking to even this thing up, but you could look all you want. You know what I mean? Alabama can swing the stick. So there's a lot of ways that game can go today. San Jose State, UNLV, total of 13.5. Nothing for me there. UC Irvine, Long Beach State, 10.5. Irvine minus 195. That might not be a bad look right there. West Virginia, Arizona State. Arizona State takes game one. They're minus 120 in the money line. Total of 12.5. Keep an eye on that total. I'd play the over. Cal State, Florida, and Hawaii. Total of 9. And we're all looking to the under, right? Hawaii minus 145 on the money line. All right. Mike said, come on down. Let's go, bro. Oh, man. Atlanta's a 4-hour drive for me. Chattanooga's 1.5. I'm not far from you. Let's go. All right. So that is college baseball, I believe. Yes. All right. It's time to hit some home runs. All right, where are we going here today? Top 5 home run hitters, Major League Baseball. Shohei Ohtani plus 165. Let me pull this full screen. Shohei Ohtani plus 165. Kyle Schwarber pictured there. Look at Schwarbs looking good. Plus 300. Pete Crow Armstrong of your Chicago Cubs plus 325. Juan Soto of the Mets plus 350. Pete Alonso of the Orioles at plus 400. All right. Where are you going today? Mike said, I'll take my chances with Ohtani and Schwarber. 100%. All right. So I'm going to present this screen to you. Then we're going to walk through the games with the weather, and I'll show you the screen again. So feel free to drop yours in the chat now if you know where you're going. And it doesn't have to be one of these 5 either. Like you can go off the board for sure, right? These are just the 5 that I found that have a good shot today. All right, so we'll walk through the weather and all that. But for me, yes, I'm going with the man pictured there, Kyle Schwarber, plus 300. He has excellent hitting conditions today in Philadelphia. Now he's got to go up against Jacob deGrom and the Rangers, and you're seeing a total of 7 because Aaron Nola's on the mound for Philly too. But Schwarber don't have to face Aaron Nola. Let's go. All right, I'm going to go Kyle Schwarber plus 300 today. Tony, you going Juan Soto? I love it. Zach, Pete Crow Armstrong? Let's go. Jinxie, Mike Yastrzemski batting 333 and 9 ABs versus Michael Wacha. Let's go. All right, got a Yaz on the board, man. Love that. Liddy off the board. Freddie Freeman of the Dodgers. I love it, man. Kirk, give me the polar bear. Let's go. Pete Alonso. I love it, man. Jinxie, Austin Riley, also 2 home runs off of Wacha in 7 at-bats. Austin Riley of the Braves. Beautiful look there, my man. All right, I'm going Kyle Schwarber. That's my dude today. Now let's jump into the weather. All right, let me get the banner back up. Here we go. Picks at the bottom. Rays and the Cardinals. All right, pay attention to the times here. You're going to see the bottom of the weather. Again, shout out to covers.com, covers.com for the weather look. All right, 2:15 p.m. Eastern, 1:15 Central. Rays of the Cardinals, total of 7.5. Cardinals minus 112 on the money line. Rays minus 108. So they're just saying, the books are telling you, hey, we're going to give 2 cents to the Cardinals for being at home, and good luck. Joe Boyle on the mound for the Rays. Michael McGreevy on the mound for St. Louis. Probably feels like a low-scoring affair here. What's the weather look like in Bush? Wind blowing right to, let me pull this full screen. Wind blowing right to left, 5.8 miles per hour. Nothing there. 51 degrees, 30% humidity. So you don't have any weather here. Like 2 days ago, it was blowing out, right? We smashed on the over. I can't do it here. The under's juiced to minus 122, and I definitely see why. Nationals at the Cubs. Nationals, Miles Mikolas on the mound. Cubs, Cade Horton. Cubs minus 232 on the money line, a total of 9. What do we have weather-wise? It is blowing. Not bad. Look at this. It's blowing out. Shaded towards left center. So right-handed pull hitters here. In a good spot, 9 miles an hour. Now, it's only 39 degrees. That's what's tough. It's 39 degrees in Chicago. Humidity of 44%. So the wind is definitely in your favor, but it's cold and there's no humidity in the air. So the ball's not going to be flying off the bat. It's going to kind of die a little bit, right? Those long fly balls, yeah, tall cans of corn. So keep an eye on that one for sure. But again, Pete Armstrong, yeah, I mean, you got the win in your favor. A's and the Blue Jays. Blue Jays minus 193 on the money line, total of 8. Jeffrey Springs on the mound for the Athletics. Dylan Cease on the mound for Toronto, man. Liddy, can we talk about Tiger? Yeah. What's going on with our guy, man? Was it medication? I think it was medication. It's tough, man. You hate to see it. Glad everybody's okay. That's the most important. Especially the other people. You know what I mean? But yeah, just tough to see. This game's tough to pick. No, look, I like the Blue Jays here, minus 193. All right, Rogers Center, you're not going to have any weather. That's going to deal with it here. Kirk likes Kurtz. Nick Kurtz of the A's. Yeah, Tony, that's 2 rollovers for him. Yeah. Dude, he has had a run. Like, I know, man. Like, we could talk for a long time, man, on Tiger, right? And it's tough, man. You have that type of upbringing where it's strict, regimented. I mean, look at the success. You know what I mean? But it's tough. I don't know, man. I'm not coming at my guy. I feel bad for Tiger. Hope he's all right. Jacob, you going Vlad Jr.? Home run plus 290. I like that, man. Hey, good to see you, bro. Tony, Tiger was showing his age at that indoor golf thing. Yeah, man. I mean, his body's just like, that's why I get the medication now. I'm not with driving on it, but I can imagine what his pill allotment looks like every day. You know, his legs are shot, among others. Yeah, it's tough. All right, Rangers and the Phillies. Okay, so Rangers throwing Jacob deGrom, Phillies throwing Aaron Nola. Phillies minus 112, total of 7. All right, over's juiced. Weather's good here. All right, we're in Philly. Wind blowing left to right, 16 miles an hour. So the reason why I'm playing Kyle Schwarber is because the wind is blowing 16 miles an hour for left-handed pull hitters. Hello. Yeah. Now, doesn't mean just Schwarber. Take a look at anybody in this game. Left-handed pull hitters are going to have great chances here. That said, it's a great pitching matchup, all right? And it's cold. Again, 47 degrees, only 21% humidity. There is no water in the air. All right? But it's very dry. That said, though, the wind blowing, and it's going to gust too. So find yourself some left-handed pull hitters in this game. You might be able to make some money off of that. Twins and the Orioles. Orioles minus 168 on the money line. Total of 7.5. Taj Bradley on the mound for Minnesota. Kyle Bradish, the mound for the Orioles. What do you have here weather-wise? Wind blowing left to right, 16 miles an hour. 48 degrees, 22% humidity. So it makes sense. I mean, Baltimore and Philly having the same weather. Yeah, they're pretty close to each other, right? But again, left-handed pull hitters in this game. You look like Cal Ripken bouncing them off that brick wall back there, right? Yeah. Michael Schwarber's fly ball is going to catch a wind gust out of the field. Exactly. And you could get something here too. Now, I don't want, to hammer down on right-handed pull hitters, but yeah, you could be facing the wind today, right? Yeah. Kirk, Baltimore lefties hitters, Gunnar Henderson. There you go right there. So weather definitely in your favor in terms of the wind. We're not going to have temperatures or humidity across the country, but sorry. Pirates and the Mets. Mets minus 181 on the money line, total of 7.5. Mitch Keller on the mound for Pittsburgh. David Peterson on the mound for New York. Weather City Field, blowing left to right, 16 miles an hour. There you go. The Northeast, it is blowing today. 44 degrees, 22% humidity. These two teams are fun. It's been fun watching these two so far. I'm looking for the Mets to have themselves a day today. The under, kind of getting a little bit of steam here. Might go to 7. Check your books. I kind of dig. Look, again, left-handed pull hitters in this game. Soto and O'Neill Cruz. There you go. Right there. Juan Soto, O'Neill Cruz. 100%, man. All right, so Red Sox and the Reds. Red Sox minus 149 on the money line, total of 7.5. Sonny Gray, friend of the show, on the mound for Boston. Brady Singer on the mound for the Reds. Great American Ballpark, wind blowing left to right. So the wind across the country today, at least on the eastern portion of the mainland United States, is blowing west to east. But no, man. 2.2 miles per hour, so no wind there. 50 degrees, 33% humidity. Weather doesn't exist. It's not helping you. It's not hurting you. You just get a standard fare there. Rockies at the Marlins. Marlins minus 193 on the money line, total of 7.5. Michael Lorenzen on the mound for Colorado. Yuri Perez on the mound for Miami. Look, I don't know how good Miami's hitters are going to be throughout the year in terms of run production. But they might rake Lorenzen today. Now, the wind's not helping you. 10.3 miles per hour. Again, it's not a huge factor. 79 degrees, though. And you have, retractable, all that kind of stuff, right? But 74% humidity. Yeah, I don't have a huge play in this game. I don't think that it's going to be super exciting, but Miami could go off today. Yeah, Kirk, indoors, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the weather's not, really all that much of a factor, but I do think that the Marlins can get after Lorenzen. We'll see, though. White Sox and the Brewers. All right, so this was in the chat for sure. Brewers minus 1.5. I like that, minus 109 or plus 109. The Brewers are minus basically 200 on the money line, total of 8.5. I like Milwaukee here today. I do. Sean Burke on the mound for Chicago. Chad Patrick on the bump for Milwaukee here. What do we have? Wind. Yeah. Again, stadiums. You're not going to have much weather that's going to be in effect in this game, but I do like Milwaukee to get after Chicago. What is their team total? 4.5 today, probably. I would love 3.5, but I think the Brewers might get after. I don't know what you're going to get from the White Sox, though. Yeah, Kirk, I'm right there with you. Brewers team total, 100%. 100%. Angels at the Astros. Astros minus 149 on the money line. Yordan Alvarez has been mashing, man. Angels, Mike Trout has been mashing. 2 home runs in 2 games. Total of 9. Reed Detmers on the mound for Los Angeles. Christian Javier on the mound for Houston. Dyke Park again. You got a retractable roof. Not much you really need to deal with here. Runs have been going in this. I don't mind waiting for that under 9 to hit 8.5 and play it. Keep an eye on Yordan Alvarez. The Astros been hitting it. So have the Angels, man. Let me see some runs here. Yankees and the Giants. All right, so the Yankees won game 1 7-0. They won game 2 3-0. My man Tony Vitello. I love you, buddy. Look, hang in there. You're going to get a run on the board. You're going to do it today. All right? Don't stress out. Here's the tough part, man. Keep an eye on the Giants. If they keep losing, this thing could get negative very quickly because Vitello being hired as a manager was unconventional. The first time ever that a college coach went straight to Major League Baseball. Just keep an eye there. I'm just saying this could turn into a thing. But if the Giants get a win today, it'd be all right. But the Yankees they're not exactly mashing right now, but they're hitting minus 130 on the money line. That could be a free gift. Tony, minus 130. I'll take the Yankees. There you go. Honestly, like that could be one of those bets where you're looking at it saying, all right, if my unit, let's just say, all right, my unit's $10, right? You're saying, all right, I got $10 to spare. You know what I mean? Like I'll throw it on the Yankees. Like that's my mentality going into it, saying, all right, yeah, I think they do it again. You know what I mean? Team hasn't scored a run. Why would I bet on them? You know? So yeah. Minus 130 might be there for you. Royals and the Braves didn't look great for the Royals yesterday, but game on. Braves minus 156 on the money line. What did they end up winning? 6-0. Total of 8.5. Michael Wacha on the mound for Kansas City. Reynaldo Lopez on the mound for Atlanta. Truist Park, wind blowing left or right, 7 miles an hour, 65 degrees in Atlanta, 19% humidity. Weather not helping you much, although it's 65 degrees is nice, man. It'd be a nice day out there. A little cold, but be all right. Left-handed pull hitters, you might have a little bit of wind in your favor. You catch a gust, right? Other than that, nothing really to bank on here. Braves, Jinxie was talking about the chat. Team total set at 3.5. I agree. I would play the over 3.5. It's going to go to 4.5. I couldn't get it. I tried to do the same thing. I don't hate 4.5, but I really like 3.5. You know what I mean? If they start getting all over Vitello after losing 2 games to the AL favorites, that'd be delusional, right? It's going to be wild, man. Yeah. So look, I do think you're going to get the Royals hitting. Like this team is way too good to not get the bat on the ball. The Royals are definitely. Look, I don't hate this over today. I honestly don't, and I don't think that it's going to be some home run mash fest, right? But Matty, Royals suck, so they're going to win. Hey, man, your Royals are going to be all right. I think they're going to hit today. I don't hate the over. I might just let it get to 8 and play it. But yeah, Braves team total, that's kind of where I want to go. 3.5, you can get it. 4.5 might be stuck there. Tigers and the Padres. Tigers minus 115 on the money line. Total of 8. Petco Park, wind blowing in 12 miles an hour, 74 degrees, humidity 57%. So you get everything but the wind. And with these two teams, even though they can both mash, yeah, that total's 8 for a reason. And I want to play the under. I don't have the guts to do it, but this screams 4-2 to me. Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, complete opposite, man. We've been seeing runs, 9 runs. So they set the total at 9. Dodgers minus 246 on the money line. Eduardo Rodriguez on the mound for Arizona. Tyler Glass now on the mound for Los Angeles here. Weather in Los Angeles today, wind blowing out to right center, 8 miles an hour. Nice. 70 degrees, 36% humidity. Tizzle. YouTube played me, said the show was over. Come on, YouTube. Don't cut us off. Better late than never, I guess. It's always good to see you. Bubba. All right. So 8 miles an hour blowing out right center. Weather's great, man. It's Los Angeles. Yeah, Dodgers team total. Don't hate it. Over 9. Don't hate it. Yeah. George, any lines on the Frozen Four? Oh, I do not have it. Addison or any of our hockey dudes. If you guys have anything on the Frozen Four, yeah, please drop that in. I would love to see that. Liddy, our man in Los Angeles. It's glorious. It's nice. Always nice in Los Angeles. Liddy land. Yeah, man. So we've seen runs in this series. I swear Shohei Ohtani is due to hit one today, right? Right? All right, Guardians and the Mariners here. Mariners minus 186 on the money line, total of 7. Joey Cantillo on the mound for Cleveland. Brian Wu on the mound for the Mariners. Brian Wu, a part of my fantasy baseball team in the DTL League. Let's go, Wu. Actually, I got it. No, wait. No, I don't have Wu. I got George Kirby. Apologies. But Wu, I'm behind you anyway. I got Brendan Donovan, too. Fired up about that. All right. I'm fascinated with this game today. I'm not sure what to do. Total of 7. What was it yesterday? 6-1. Weather really not a factor. Blade, college hockey, take Michigan State, North Dakota, money line parlay. Blade, you beautiful son of a gun. I love it. Appreciate you on that big time, man. I want to take runs in this. Like I think 7 is the perfect number, but God, Wu can pitch. Hawk, you play the under? Yeah. Wu could throw, man. Tony, maybe another no-run first inning here. There we go. Matty Ice. Mariners, no bats, bottom of the 9th, minus 130. Ooh, that's a good look, too. Tizzle, Seattle money line. I feel you. 5-1. That's what it was. Apologies. Yeah, 5-1. Yeah. So, yeah, this one's tough, man. Because 6 runs is so very possible to happen, you know? All right. Okay. So I'll bring you back to this. Home runs. Let me pull the banner off. Shohei Ohtani plus 165, Kyle Schwarber plus 300, Pete Crow Armstrong plus 325. Shohei Ohtani of the Dodgers, Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies, Pete Crow Armstrong of the Cubs, Juan Soto of the Mets plus 350, and Pete Alonso of the Orioles plus 400. So has anybody changed? Yeah, Hawk, it's hard to hit in Seattle in March and April. Absolutely. And you know what? A perfect point of that same deal we've been talking about college baseball, man. At Pacific Northwest, it's tough. It's just tough beginning of the year. The weather's not favorable. 100%, man. It's a good point. So yeah, give it a little time. Yeah. Ice Matt Wallner plus 405 to hit a home run. Beautiful. Waka and Wu, best names in baseball. They're great, right? Mark, they are. All right, so yeah, I'm going Kyle Schwarber today. Plus 300, hit a home run. Let's go. All right, that's what we have. All right, let me get the picks back up here. We'll get out of here. I've kept you all for like an hour and a half, so sorry. There's so many things going on in sports. All right. Oh, my goodness. We had like a billion slides today. All right. Get the picks up here. Japan first in the UFL. Defenders Battlehawks under 44.5. Arina Sabalenka money line and Arizona money line minus 116. Macy Barber by decision plus 100. Japan, appreciate you big on that. All right. Basketball, Illinois money line, Arizona money line, minus 120. Sorry, lost my voice there. UCLA baseball, Georgia Tech baseball. Money lines minus 120. Texas money line, Mississippi State money line, baseball plus 115. Phillies team total over 3.5. Parlay. College baseball, Wake Forest money line, USC money line, Vanderbilt money line plus 211. There we go. Perfect. Tizzle, you going Ian Happ? Nice. Kirk, you still on Polar Bear? On Alonzo? I love it, man. I love it. All right. Beautiful. All right. We'll get out of here. Everybody have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. It's going to be a great day. We'll be live tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern, normal time. But until then, everybody, best of luck. Let's cash these tickets together, and we will see you soon. Thanks.
Who's got it better than us? No!